You just follow the instruction on the box. So it says 1 cup of water and 3 eggs and ½ cup of oil. So we have all that. I'm just going to reduce the water by ½ cup, and because of the sweet potato going in there, it has water as well. So after I mix up the sweet potato, and I'll add the other ½ cup in slowly, seeing how much we will need. In here, so far, the bowl, you can put everything into the bowl. Your 3 large eggs, your ½ cup of oil, all your spices, nutmeg, butternut, vanilla, and your sweet potato. So in the bowl, I beat up by hand to break up the sweet potato. And now you just want to start the mixer. Beat it on low. So start breaking up the eggs and the potato. And the ½ cup of water is in there already. So I'm going to add in the cake mix. And then you're going to start adding the balance of water slowly, because the sweet potato has some water in it. So here's the other ½ cup. So I'm going to drizzle it slowly until it has a nice batter. You don't want too much. And I beat up on high. So total is, it asked for a cup of water. I only did 3/4 cup of water. And the batter is good, so you don't need any more water. So you just want to beat the batter for about 2 minutes until it becomes smooth. See, the batter is nice and smooth now. It doesn't have to be super smooth. So this was less about a minute, no more than 2 minutes, minute and a half, depending on how fast you beat it. So you want the potato to be lumpy in there. So you want a nice chunk of potato in there, so you don't want to put it all in at once. So leave some back and then just squish it with your hand. And now you mix it in. Now you have a chunk of sweet potato in your batter. The batter is nice and chunky. Now we're just going to spoon out the batter, because I don't have any scooper. So we're going to spoon the cupcake out. You have a scooper. Definitely you were trying to make the cupcake nice and even, so that way when you bake cupcakes, the key is to get the batter even, so that way they all bake evenly and one won't be underbaked and one be overbaked. For the sweet potato batter, I was able to get 12 regular size cupcakes and 2 mini loaf. I bake it at 350. And we're going to check it after 15 minutes for the cupcake. Left it in for 17 minutes in a preheated oven. Look at the cupcakes. Beautiful. Not done, so we're going to turn them around and leave for another 5 minutes. You can see they're a little jiggly. But however, the cupcakes are done. See, you push on it, bounce back. Beautiful. Just let it cool now. Making chocolate mousse. We use instant pudding mix. You can use the Jello brand, Hershey brand, any brand you like. So we put in here so far is heavy cream, chocolate syrup, and Dutch cocoa powder. That's our key ingredient right there. It has to be Dutch cocoa powder and some instant pudding mix. And we're going to beat it. And it will become like whipped cream consistency. That's when we'll be done. Don't forget to scrape the side. So I'm used to mixing with the beater on, but if you're not, turn off the beater and mix and scrape from the side. You see how it's whipping up really nice? You don't want to over whip it, or it might be like butter. We're making pecan praline to decorate our sweet potato cake with a chocolate mousse. So in here is brown sugar and cinnamon and just like a tablespoon of water. You see, you just mix it all up together with the nuts. You make the paste first and then you add the nuts. But this is how thick it looks. And we're going to put this into an air fryer. So right here, want to spray your foil so it won't stick. Put the foil into the air fry basket. Pour the nuts in. Make sure you scrape all that brown sugar into, because then you get some, the sugar will turn to like candy-like praline for your nuts. This is a quick way of making it. You want to spread it out even layer. These are the nuts after 300 degree after 6 minutes in the air fryer. See, you don't want to cook it at high temp, so you want to move them around a little bit because you don't want the nuts to burn, because air fry cook from the top. See all this right here, all these sauce, they will dry up. See all the sauce, it will dry right up. This is after 5 more minutes at 300 degree. You see, it still has some sugar sauce in there, so we'll keep stirring it. But you see the nuts getting browner. You can see over here it's getting drier. So just stir it, and then we're going to put it in for another 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes in the air fry 300, look at, see, even now it's all done. You can just let it cool. See? No more liquid on the bottom. Just let it sit here. Or, you know, if you have it in the air fryer, it's pretty cool in there, and just let it sit in there. Residual heat, and it'll be nice and dry for you to use it as decoration. You can chop them up and sprinkle over any dessert you like. Now, these have cooled down. You can hear how crunchy they are. See? Now just store it in a Ziploc bag and use it whenever. Let me eat one. Nice, crispy, a little cinnamony, delicious. The best praline pecans you're gonna eat. Okay, we made the chocolate mousse. I put in a Ziploc bag, and my favorite is put in a Ziploc. You can decorate and store at the same time. Take the end and snip off like a piping tip. Stick some nuts here on top, because it's a sweet potato with a pecan praline topping. So we're going to leave some nuts whole, and then we're going to break up some nuts and sprinkle them on top. I put some of those pecan praline nuts in a Ziploc bag. This time I'm going to make crumbles instead of using a food processor. Smash them up with a hammer. You can do it as fine as you want. And then we're going to sprinkle it on top of the cupcake. These are the remnant of the brown sugar from the tray. So just to make it prettier.